Welcome back to a Wamp stream. Wamp.Land is the place where we are. It's a website. It's a game. It's a web game on a website. Oh look, somebody's playing. Who's there? Oh, Ferris is playing his room. Um, let's see. Can we? Is he still there? What's he doing? There he is. It's a race. Ah, he's beating me. Ah, god damn it. Um, Wamp is, I like to describe it as Mario Maker mixed with R/Place mixed with Super Meat Boy. Like, you can get a little bit of this action. And I'm dead. And I'm dead. And I'm dead. And I'm dead. Every room is created by a different person, and every room can have a goal. Like in this room, the goal is to collect all of the gems. Doink. Oops. And then you go out of the room. See, look, if I go out of the room, I lose, and then I have to go back to the start before I can try again. Okay, here we go. We're gonna collect all the gems. Oh, god damn it. Here we go. Ah, get the gems. But today, what we're going to talk about is I want to show off this new thing that we have, which is course making, which is the idea of stitching together 2 to 4 rooms to make a more involved course thing. Still, that has a goal to it, but that's just takes place over a wider swath of the area. This was like one of the first things, sort of improvements that I wanted to make to the game, because, you know, ultimately creating these little rooms is fun, but eventually the vision is that maybe we'll be able to stitch together whole swaths of things, just like you would in Mario Maker, where Mario Maker would give you a set of however many, or what was it? It was like 100 lives. You have like 100 lives of Mario, and it would throw levels at you, and you'd have to beat as many as you can before losing all these lives. Something like that eventually is sort of definitely where we're, things like that are where we're headed. But for now, I wanted to show how the course making works. So you can only make courses with rooms you've claimed. So I've gone over here and I've claimed these 4 rooms. They have to be contiguous, at least in some way. I also own, these 4 rooms, so we could do that as well. But to claim a room, you go to one of these unclaimed rooms, or these little frontier things, these little orange, yellow things, and you just hit build here. And that's how you claim a room. But so once you've claimed more than one room and they're contiguous, you go into Course Builder. And, oh, interesting. This is a bug. I'm always finding bugs. Wait a minute. What if I go here? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. You give it a title, and we'll call this one The Mountain. I'm gonna riff on my buddy Kamaswazi's thing that he's building up here, which looks to me like some sort of mountain. I really like that. So I'm going to build like a mountain in my course, and the goal is going to be to get to the checkpoint at the other end as fast as possible. So just to demonstrate how this works, we give it a title, you select each room, and you add them. So I have that one selected. I'm going to say add room, add room, add room, and add room. And then I'm going to say save setup. Boom. It's saved. And then the next step is very simple. We just say edit course, and we have what this looks like. Some of the zooming and things are not like fully super great and functional yet, so there's like bugs and things. It's early days, but it's all functional and you can make it work. So here we are. And So the idea here is that we're going to place down some tiles. I think we'll do some. I think we'll do it in water, maybe. Just trying to decide like what the right vibe would be for this mountain. A water mountain, a lava mountain, maybe. Maybe lava mountain. That's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna delete what's here already by clicking on Objects, Erase. I'm gonna delete that, and then this down here is actually tiles. So I'm gonna delete the tiles. If you look over here, oh, maybe you can't see that. Can you see that? I'm not sure. If you look over here, you can see where the tiles are. And you can see in the forest tiles, Kamaswazi's been working very hard at filling out our sort of tile situation. We have many cool tiles happening over there now, and he's currently working on other ones as well. And he'll get to lava eventually. Okay, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to approach this. I think that the general idea is maybe I will make the outline of what I imagine the mountain should look like. Like just a very general, well, it can't go straight up ever. So it has to be able to be traversable. Is this even possible? I'm not sure. Let's see. Go up and up and up and up. We're going to do an outline here like this. And then we're there, and then we'll go back down. I suppose once you reach the other side of the mountain, it'll be very easy. But maybe, actually, you know, it'd be cool if, let's erase. It'd be cool if it goes all the way down to the other edge. I think that's probably the way to do this. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Tiles, draw. Maybe on the other side, going down to make it difficult, there'll be some enemies. And if you die, it'll bring you back to the beginning. That would be cool. And challenging. And then the next thing that I would do is I would fill in this bit. So let's just do that. I'll fill in this one by hand, but then what I can do is I can go to copy, and I can copy a little bit of it, and I can just start pasting that everywhere to try to fill it out. And then, like, for instance here, since this is the really big bit, I can take an even bigger bit and do some copying of that by grabbing a big old bit and just letting the whole thing get copied and filled in. Ah! 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 Okay. And then we'll just start drawing again to fill things in. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if this is riveting stream or not. I'm not really a streaming kind of person. Did I ever tell you a story about how I sang to Shigeru Miyamoto? So Shigeru Miyamoto is the creator of Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Pikmin, basically the godfather of modern video games. And he's always been a hero of mine. He's just like, not only is he like a great, amazing like artist and designer of video games, he also just like has this kind of like vibe and outlook on the world that is so unique and really interesting. If you ever just read quotes from him, he's just like a brilliant mind. This is looking a little bit more like a skyscraper somehow than a mountain. That's fine, I guess. Anyway, I had written this song for him, and at GDC, Game Developers Conference, in 2007, I tracked him down. Some might say stalked, but I wouldn't use that language. And I sang to him. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to make sure that each of these jumps, I think, is possible. I think the height of the jump has to be 3 or less. So let's see if this is even a thing that can happen. And it might not be. So I tracked him down at GDC and I sang to him, and then I cried because I was so happy and sort of scared and weird. It felt weird. You can find this video of me doing this online. Is this gonna work? Let's see. We're gonna have to rethink about like how. Let's test. What does it do if I say test? Oh right, because I didn't save any of it. I say save rooms. Now if I test it, no, now I have to publish the rooms. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna publish a version of the rooms, and it's still not working. All right, why is that? Let's give it a goal, which is reach exit. So we're gonna say set the start here and set the exit here, right? And publish, save. I'm gonna publish this or I'm gonna say test draft. Oh, weird. Why did it start me there? That was weird. Okay, wait. So, oh yeah. Oh, but I can do like one of those. That's kind of cool. That is still quite difficult, but you can't do multi jumps of those. Okay. All right. That's gonna be quite hard. So what do I do about these like long, big sections here? I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna figure this out together. Yeah, just search Google, just search YouTube for Gameju sings to Miyamoto. That was my name back in those days. I think what I need to do is I need to make it a slightly less vertical going this way, and then we can keep it really vertical going that way. I think that's the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like erase a little bit, erase a little bit, erase a lot of it, I guess. Boop, boop, boo. Yeah, this is going to work, I think. Erase, erase. Gameju was a show that I had on YouTube circa 2006. Very, very, very early days of YouTube. And one of the other things I did as Gameju is I was the first person on the west coast of the United States to get a Wii. I waited for 36 hours in line. And I was just very excited to get the Wii. I wrote 40 songs about the Wii, like before it was released. This is just the kind of thing that I did in those days. If you know G4, if you know that show, I did the music for the musical episode of the show called X-Play. And yeah, and I even interned for G4 at one point. Those were the days. All right, let's see. Boop, boop, boo. That's kind of cool. And then you reach the very tippy top. And then this part is very steep. And then you just sort of fall down and get to the exit. Right? Right. Okay. Go back. We'll test draft. Oh, wait. I think what I need to do... I think that... And this is kind of a bug, because it should just start you at the start. But what I also have to do is I also have to explicitly set the spawn point. I actually think that the spawn point should not be hiding in objects. I think that we need to, like, say where that lives. I'm not a UI designer or UX designer or whatever, so a lot of this is just me doing my best here. All right, let's test it out. Nope, that still didn't work. Why did that not work? Why is it starting me in a really weird spot? Let's just publish the course and go out of here and then say play course. Then it puts me in the right spot. Okay. So now, let's see if this is playable. Ooh, do you see that? I can sort of stand on the edge. Here we go. Almost to the top, maybe. I'm using the wall jump feature. And... Nice. 26 seconds. Cool. That's kind of fun. Oh, look. Somebody else is trying it. That's probably Ferris, would be my guess. Let's see. It's Ferris and someone from Play Fun. Hey, guys. You gotta do your best wall jumps. What are you doing? You gotta do your best wall jumps. Come on. Get over here. Another thing that I'm implementing is in-room chat, so that I could be yelling at them, being like, come on, get your wall jumps going. So I like this, generally speaking. I would like to maybe add some terrain on top of it. So like right now we just have the sort of like background terrain. But what I'd like to do is add, this is going to be sort of tedious also, but I'd like to sort of add some lava-looking terrain to it. So let's give that a shot. Oops. Binka binka boo. Do that. So I'm just putting like this edge on all of these, and then on the way down, I'll put, let's see, what should go up there? I guess up here should go the middle one. And then, I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but let's see. Da, 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 da. And I think what I'm going to have to do is also put this on every corner. Is that right? Like, yeah, that goes on the corners to make it look right. Okay, cool. So you get the idea, right? Oop, that's too much. Oop. Okay, erase. Boop. Gotta put this back. And I'm making it look like a, it's like the Eye of Sauron or something. It's like the Tower of in Mordor. What's that called? No, not Minas Tirith. What is it called? It's called what is the tower called where the Eye of Sauron is? Wow, I'm a very bad Tolkien fan for not knowing that. I feel very embarrassed. Okay, and almost there on that side. Then I need to put these little doohickeys that like tie those sides together. I'm learning a lot about tile design and things like this. It's an interesting thing of like how all of these things kind of hold together. Not something I ever really thought that much about prior to my foray into game making. This side, I guess, is going to have a lot less of these edges. Oops. I have to fix that little dingus. I wonder if there should be like a hidden passageway through the middle, or if that's kind of cheating. Okay, and now winga winga winga, wanga wanga wanga, shinga dinga dinga, danga, danga langa, winga binga boonga. Wait a minute. Winga binga boonga. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Oh, look, I can just go like that. That's great. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and then similarly, I have to put this little dingus here-ish. No. This goes there. This goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. And then we need that there. And then we need what's happening right here? Okay. And then I need this to go there, and I need to replace that. Oop, boop, boop, boop. And then here, there, everywhere. Walk jumping 4 blocks is really tricky. Took me a few minutes to complete the course. Nice. Well, That's cool. That's the feedback from Ferris. I'm glad it's hard. I think that that the he said walk jumping. He means wall jumping. Wall jumping is I think more difficult than it needs to be in the game right now, and I have spent a little bit of time trying to fix it. But I think from sort of watching people play, I think that I'm gonna have to spend at least a little bit more time uh, fixing the wall jumping because it seems like it's something that people are struggling with that they definitely should not be ideally struggling with. It should be that should be a relatively simple and easy, especially if you are a gamer, as I know Ferris is. So that's a little bit too much. You know what I really want to do is I really want to like oops, that is not what I want to do. I want to add some of these like little dots into the mix to give it some texture. I don't really know like what makes it look great, but that's sort of one thing I was thinking of. One question I have is should it have a background or not? Like we could add well that looks dumb. And that's kind of messed up. The cave background maybe. Maybe not. We'll leave it none for now. The other thing that I was thinking is enemies. I was thinking like bats maybe. Bats and birds. Maybe birds towards the bottom. And then bats as we move up. As sort of like obstacles that we have to avoid in order. There's another bug, which is that when you die in a section of the course, it doesn't bring you back to the very beginning of the course. It brings you back to oh yeah, those birds do kind of make it a little bit more difficult. Ah! See, it brought me back to this random spot where I'm like in the middle, which makes 0 sense. That is 100% a bug. And actually now a cheat actually for this level. Because now I can just go, doink. Okay, we're not going to do that though. I don't want to cheat. Ah, no, don't let me cheat. Okay, we'll go out of here. That is a bug I need to fix. But you get the general idea of how this works. And now we've created a course. I need to fix a lot about it. Especially that respawn thing. But overall, that's how it works. And so this has been another short episode of Hello, how's it going? Here's Wamp. Come play my game that I'm making. Wamp, or Wamp, depending on how you want to say it. We all make a platformer at Wamp.Land. WAMP. Here it is. Hope to see you here, making courses, making levels. I'm having a blast. It's fun. Oh, look at this. I was going to show you guys this cool thing that my water thing that keeps my water cold is getting caught in the chroma key. That's cool. It's ghost water. I'm getting a little sick. I feel a little tickle, so I got to keep the fluids going. All right. Don't get sick. Be well.